Hello folks, welcome to Talking Bowls Radio, sponsored by Thurston. This is your host Mel Evans, and with me as usual is Mr Talking Bowls, our producer Paul Hickman. Assisting me, keeping me under control as normal, is Lynn. Hopefully we'll get through the show tonight. We're both recovering from the flu. We've got our medicines here, throat sweets and everything lined up, so Paul's been in and rubbed our chests. Don't know if it's done Lynn any good, but Paul seemed to enjoy it. Still, if we lose our voices, Wayne Curran's here. Yep, Pascal has just entered the building, and if we struggle a bit, he can talk for England, so I suppose he can help us out. Also joining us later, we've got North Midlands Pt01, plus double meal brace winner Anthony Aldridge. In tonight's show, we're going to be looking ahead to the Ensley Insurance County Championship, which commences next week. There'll be players from all four sections will be on the programme. We're also going to be looking back at the opening weeks of the season, who's been making the headlines. And later in the show, we're going to be looking at the highly successful Portugal event with the winner, Glyn Cookson. And after the kids are safely tucked away in bed, Graham Mickey will be joining us. And that should be something to look forward to. If any of you listeners have got any points, any questions you want to put to us, then pop it up on the screen. We'll do our best to deal with them. So today, on with the show. It's been the first day of the British Crown Greens calendar, and taking place at Shrewsbury. 16 county champions have been competing in the club championship. The event finished an hour or so ago, and I'm delighted to say joining us now is one of the hardest working men in sport. The newly appointed British Crown Greens Secretary, Mac Farlow, is on the line. Welcome to the show, Mac.
Thanks, Mel.
How's your first day in the job gone?
Not bad at all, not bad at all. It's going to be an hard act to follow Doug Stewart. Doug was one of the BCGBA stalwarts, and as long as I can do half as good a job as he did, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah. Congratulations on your appointment. It's well deserved. As I said earlier, you're one of the hardest working guys, and I'm sure you do a great job.
Thank you.
Okay, run us through the results for today, or give us a bit of a rundown. You're our ace reporter there, Matt.
Well, it started off with 4 groups, group stages, and there was some tremendous bowling. The winners from Group 1, Sale Excelsior. Our own Staffordshire contingent didn't do very well. They got defeated rather heavily by Lower Upton. Group 2 winners were the Greater Manchester side Tongue, who bowled well throughout their group stages. Group 3 winners were the Wales team Exclusion, and the Group 4 winners were our near neighbours, the George from Warwick and Worcester. That took us into the the semi-final stages of the competition, and Sale Excelsior played Lower Hopton and just got through by a mere 6 shots, and it was thanks to number 8 card coming off winning 11. The other semi-final saw Greater Manchester's representatives Tongue playing Swaddlingcote, and again close game until the last one came off, and Macillis winning 21-9 secured a 14-shot victory for Tongue. The other quarter-finals, beg your pardon, saw Exclusion beat Castlefields by 15 shots, and the George won their quarter-final by 2 shots against Guardwood Hall. That took us into a semi-final. Semi-final between Sale Excelsior and Exclusion, and Tongue against the George. Sale Excelsior had a resounding victory, winning by 60 shots. Tongue got through by 15 against the George to set up a final, Sale Excelsior and the Tongue. First 3 games came off, and Tongue had got a good 27-shot lead, and people around the green thought that was going to be it. But then 3 winners for Sale Excelsior brought it down to the last 2 games on the green, and Thomas Dobson winning 16 and Matt Gillish winning 11 secured the game for Tongue, and Tongue finished up defending their championship, which they won last year, winning 24. There was some tremendous bowling throughout the day, and for my first competition, one of the stars for me was Tong's Gary Ellis. He bowled superb throughout the day with 3 single-figure victories, and his bowling was tremendous.
Yeah, we know all about him, Mac. After last week at Earlham, he started off there with the 21-2 against Judgemore, and he was awesome, really. Can we give all the Tong lads a mention? You mentioned 1 or 2 of them. I think it's worth mentioning the 8 players. Do you know them, Mac?
Yes, if you want the final, the Tong players, Darren Griffiths won 21-16 against Gerwin Davis. Mark Dwyer had a 21-12 victory. Gary Ellis 21-8. Dave Crabtree played Roger Morgan, and at one stage of the game Roger Morgan was well ahead, 15-5, and Dave Crabtree stuck at it, and in actual fact went 19-18 in front. Roger Morgan then managing to get the 3 he needed to win 21-19. Again, Colin Lane played Noel Butters, and Noel Butters had a 5 or 6 shot lead, and Colin Lane come back to 19. The only one of the Tong lads in the final who didn't really find it was Eric Redford. He played Martin Walker, and Martin Walker put some superb woods up to win 7. But then Thomas Dobson and Matt Gillis, Thomas had a 21-16 win, and Matt Gillis 21-11. And as I say, it was a tremendous game and a good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a good achievement to an event like that 2 years on the trot, isn't it, Matt? It's a good day there. It's a perfect venue for an event like that, isn't it, with so many greens as well?
Well, it was tremendous because the final was played on a neutral green. We didn't have to split the final. We used the 2 greens, greens 1 and 2 of 7-side, and then we used Old Shrewsbury's 2 greens for the first round matches as quarter-finals and then semi-finals. And then we put the final onto the 7-sides number 3 green. That's the green on the right of the club, and that was in tremendous condition. And all 5 greens I played on were in tremendous condition. It was a credit to the 7-side complex for the way the greens are.
Yeah. Now, I think I'm right in this, Mac. Is the British Club Championship going to be played again this year?
Yeah. If you can recall a few years ago, the Club Championship always used to be played at the end of the season. But as a result of an accident on the M6, which I believed involved Warwick and Worcester Club, the competition was cancelled from the start of the season for that particular year, and went to, well, I beg your pardon, it was cancelled at the end of the season for that particular year and went as an opener the following season, and remained as the opener to the season, but following BCGBA management meetings, it was agreed that the Club Championship would go back to the end of the season. So today, last year's winners and last year's county representatives, club representatives, played basically last year's Club Championship, and then October, all the qualifiers from this year will play the 2009 Club Championship.
Yeah, I think that's Sunday the 11th of October rings a bell.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, will that be at 7-side again, Matt?
Well, we don't know. As I say, the 7-side complex is really good for this type of competition, but we are looking round to see if there are any more suitable 4-green venues. But if not, then yes, I think we will be going back to 7-side.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for your report there, Mac.